This is week 6 of Final Major Project, and I completed my entire script, but my issue I ran into this week was I wrote the script in the wrong type of format. So my script was basically just them talking and like a bullet point stage direction. It wasn't in deep detail and it wasn't written in a Hollywood movie format. So I had to go back in and not rewrite the script, but like add things in and reformat it. So it wasn't like a total big issue because all it really was changing a few things around and stuff. But we did also play around with the equipment, trying to get the equipment set up and trying to get like what equipment we were going to use and how it was all going to go pieced together. So we did play around with the mics and putting them on the Tascam. We played around with the camera and the gimbal, and we set up all the equipment and we did some test runs and stuff because I really don't want it all going to hell on the day that we record, because that would be the last thing that I would need. So quick rundown. Script went a wee bit bad, but got that fixed pretty quickly. It only took me about 2 days to fix the entire thing, and we did an equipment rundown and we did it with Lynette and we got it all sorted and we decided what we were going to use, and then I booked the recording studio and I booked the equipment so I can record at home. So next week I will be recording a small bit of my short film. I'm basically going to be recording the parts where it's just the characters on their own, and I'll be starting with recording with Sean.
What's that?
It's week 7 of Final Major Project, and got all that script and all sorted last week, played around with equipment, and we recorded part of my thing. Like I said, we recorded the part where Sean's sitting on the chair and there's the black curtains behind him and just a chair, there's nothing else, that's the only thing that's there. So we started that and recorded all of it. It all went perfect. The equipment was easy to set up because we learned how to do it last week. I knew exactly how I wanted the recording studio laid out, and recorded 2 of his scenes. But we got to the classroom, we added all of our things onto the computer with the little SD cards, and the Tascam didn't record the audio. Because what we were doing is we were recording with the camera, recording with the Tascam, and then on Adobe and piecing them together so the sound quality is much higher, and I can also use the gimbal at the same time. So I have the stability of the camera, so there's no shakiness whenever I'm filming, it's just smoothness, and the audio was really crisp. So I wanted both those aspects, so I'm using 2 different pieces of equipment for that. But it didn't actually save our audio. It did record, we just have to redo the audio now because it just would not sync up and did not save. So that was one of our biggest issues. Hopefully next week's my full recording week, full short film recorded. I'm taking 3 days to record all the clips I need, and then I'll go back and review them, and if they need redone, I'll spend the weekend redoing them. But hopefully now we know what our mistake was last time. We did have the Tascam on and we were recording, it just didn't save. So that's one thing that we have to tweak this week, because I do not need that happening next week. So that was our issue this week. Hopefully next week goes smoothly. If there's any minor bumps in the production, I will bullet point it and I'll write down all my mistakes to make sure I don't make them again.